Hello and welcome to the Codex Prime podcast. Yeah, boy. Yeah, we're on episode 123, and it is Tuesday, June 5th, 2018. I am your host, MC Victor Omoayo, into his house. What? And here's Carl Byrd.
Did you really raise the roof?
Yeah, I did. I totally raised the roof. I'm bringing it back.
Don't do that.
Yes, we are back once again, another week of nerd goodness and other stuff. So Carl and I, we've got a few things to get into.
Oh, that's a light ass show. Let's put it up.
Yeah. Oh,
It kind of is. It's a light weekend nerd culture, but
yeah. Like the best nerd stuff is still to come. Like next week is gonna be E3.
yo, I cannot wait for that. Like I'm gonna be like, yo, popcorn in hand, just sitting in my drawers, watch it, just waiting for these upcoming titles.
Yeah, man.
To make me broke.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Like, money's tight on my end. So, like, there are a couple of PS4 games that are out right now that I'm just like looking at in the store window. I'm just like, one day.
Yeah.
Like, I know Vampire just dropped, or Vampire, I think is how it's pronounced. That just dropped.
I want to say Vampire.
Yeah, I think it's Vampire. That just dropped today, I believe, and some reviews are out saying that it's pretty good. It looks great.
That's a Victor-ass game, too.
Yeah, nice and dark, story-driven.
You know how you could have had this game You could have had this game today, right?
I don't pre-order stuff, man.
Hey, I mean...
Besides, at this point, I'm a little too broke to pre-order anyway. Got bills first, but...
Yeah.
But yeah, I got that on the horizon. I got Detroit Become Human on my radar.
Oh, you actually gonna invest in it?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it.
You played the demo?
Nah. I mean, I could play the demo, but I know how those games go, so... And plus, I've heard nothing but good stuff about it.
Yeah, I've been hearing the same thing. Like I said, friend of the show, Kyle, he... Like, literally... He said, I stopped God of War just to play Detroit Become Human.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it is out apparently. Like all the reviews are out. It says it's available now, so if you're into Vampire, go get that. There's a couple other games too, but they're coming out in the fall. There's one called Code Vein. That's kind of like a Capcom's anime Dark Souls style game.
Okay.
Yeah, that looks tight though. It looks absolutely tight, and that's and I kind of interested in seeing how this subgenre of Souls-esque games are brewing up. Like you have Nioh, Nioh, which came out last year, which I heard was terrific, but it was super tough. There was the Surge also, which I hear had some mixed reviews. Heard some say it was decent, others say it was nothing special. And then there was, of course, Lords of the Fallen, which was one of the games I downloaded for free on the PlayStation Plus network, like I think a couple years back. What? Kyle says that he already beat Detroit in 2 different ways.
Really?
Wow, that was quick. Okay. Now, Kyle, would you say that it's worth picking up for sure? Because I got my eye on it, and that's saying a lot to the quality if you beat the game in 2 different ways.
Yeah, and especially the fact that he stopped playing God of War. Just do it, and I still got more left to do.
Yeah, you do, man. I'm telling you.
But it's not gonna take long, though, right?
They'll take a fair amount of time.
Jesus Christ! Man.
Like
I'm like ready to get into The Last of Us.
Yeah, I would say get into The Last of Us because that's a really good game that you should not miss.
Yeah, I mean that was my intention. Like when I finished it, when I thought I finished it, I'm like, let's all right, I can move on.
Yeah.
And then they're like, there's more, right? They're like, there's another ending. I'm like, shit. Well, but I gotta finish it. I gotta get that full experience.
Yeah. And to get the other ending of God of War, all you have to do is for fear of spoilers, it's a very simple thing. But But I will say, like I said, play the Valkyrie side quests because those are worth it. Those are challenging, but you do get some good rewards. Play some of the other side quests too, so you can get more dialogue unlocked, as well as more of the story revealed. Well worth it, just as good as the main quest. And let's see, friend of the show and supervillain John Haponic has joined us.
Oh Jesus!
He says that he says there's no way Detroit can top Heavy Rain, which I will say, you said you haven't played Heavy Rain, right?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, Heavy Rain's on the PS3. It's worth playing. It's not perfect. It's all about the whole theme of that game is like how far would you go to save your child, and like there's like some serial killer called the Origami Killer. Yeah. He's going around kidnapping kids, and he leaves like origamis as a signature on the crime scene. And like you play as a father whose son goes missing, and you play as a detective who kind of looks like Casey Affleck for some reason. And then you play another private investigator and this journalist. So there's 4 characters. The main twist of that game, I mean, for some who haven't played Heavy Rain, I wasn't 100% sold on the main twist because it turns out that one of the characters is the Origami Killer. And when I saw it unfold, I was like, what? That was my reaction. I'm like, I'm not sure how this works exactly. Like, it kind of makes sense and it kind of doesn't, but it's kind of hard to explain if you haven't played the game at all. Right. But it's a game that I'm actually thinking about picking up again for my PS3, adding it back to the collection because it's super cheap at GameStop. It's like probably like $10 or less. So I might get it back to the collection. And,
sure, why not?
Yeah. And there's also Beyond Two Souls, which was the free game for the PlayStation Plus last month. I'll play through that.
Do you know the free games this month?
I do not. Like I can actually pull them up real quick because I know that one of them was Beyond Two Souls, which I heard that like graphically, like it pushed the PS3 to its limit.
Apparently, John says that you ruined it for me.
Nah. Trust me. Like, it's still worth playing. Like, you might, like,
if I actually decide to play it, I'll probably forget what you said.
Yeah, it's worth playing. But even when you get to that twist, you probably be like, I don't know about that. But yeah, I'm looking up the PlayStation Plus June 2018 free games. Yep, and they are available now, so you can download them for free if you are a PS Plus member. So PS4 players this month, the free games are XCOM 2, which I hear some really good things about. It's a real-time strategy game, I believe. Yep, a strategy game, sci-fi themed. And another game called Trials Fusion. I've never heard of Trials Fusion.
I think I had a good stretch with Batman Telltale, Bloodborne, and The Last of Us I just bought for $8.
Oh yeah, you got to finish Last of Us for sure. And also on the PS3 side of things, the free games are Ghost Recon Future Soldier and Zombie Driver HD. And if for some weird reason you still own a PS Vita, there's Atomic Ninjas and Squares. So yeah, those are free games for this month.
I don't think I knew anybody who owned a PS Vita.
I think, if I remember right, I think Aris owned a PlayStation Portable, the PSP, not the Vita. Yeah, I think Aris bought it. I don't know if he bought the Vita, but yeah, the PSP was like kind of dead on arrival because the 3DS was just crushing it. It was crushing the handheld game market.
Yeah.
And PSP had no chance. It was kind of like the PSP was like the Patriots, and like the PSP was like the Cowboys. The 3DS.
No.
3DS was just dominant. You could have said
something like,
yeah,
the 3DS was a Game Boy Color and the PSP was a Tiger handheld system.
Well, no.
Remember those?
Oh yeah, I remember the Tiger handheld. I mean, I will say that the Cowboys are the Tiger handhelds of the NFL.
I wouldn't know they're not. The Cleveland Browns are.
Okay, yeah, Cleveland Browns, but
Don't even try. Don't try shitting on my Cowboys just because I'm here.
Cowboys
Hey, you shut your shit. You shut your damn mouth, sir.
they're not too far behind though.
No,
You
they're
know that.
not. No, they're not. They're way ahead.
Well, let's see if they'll actually win something next season. I mean, which reminds me, will you still watch the NFL?
Dude, I'm still on the. I probably will. I know.
You ain't sure.
But I will not stand for the national anthem. As a matter of fact, this is just going to go into what I've been up to. This weekend was Special Olympics weekend down at URI. Fun time to be had.
Right on.
PSP is Roman Reigns and the 3DS is AJ Styles.
Damn.
Good one, Edmund.
Ooh,
Byrd. So, I was... So, of course, they had the opening ceremonies Friday night. And a friend of mine, they were playing the national anthem, and we just kind of looked at each other. Mm-hmm. Now we're sitting there like, okay, we can't take a knee because we got our bosses around, and we ain't got millions of dollars to, just to give up our livelihoods like that. Mm-hmm. So we just kind of stood there. No hands over our hearts and nothing. We just kind of stood there and looked at each other. We was like, you were thinking about taking a knee, huh? I'm like, yeah, we definitely was. But it was a great time. It was a great time, for my clients. They all took home medals. And so they are so proud of those. They are so proud of those medals. Like they're still wearing them to this day. It was like, it ended Sunday and they're still wearing them today.
Yeah, that's what's up.
So it's good. And and then in the opening ceremonies, because it was the 50th anniversary of the Special Olympics, so there was a Billy Gilman concert. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I knew not one song. Well, he did Journey's "Don't Stop Believing" and Adele's "Rolling in the Deep." Mm-hmm. So I knew those two songs, but other than that, I did not know not a goddamn song. Yeah. I mean, the show was great. I mean, it was good. Everybody enjoyed. Clients enjoyed themselves. Mm-hmm. It was a nice little show, but I'm just like, so how you been?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Right on.
And I was tired as hell too. By Sunday, I had to call out of my overnight, and I literally slept 12 hours.
Damn, man, 12 hours. You keeping those vampire hours, dude.
It just finally caught up. I was done.
And you gotta still kind of
recovering, almost there. But
man, you don't want to end up like Christian Bale's character in The Machinist.
Yeah, no, I think you remember you told me about him.
Yeah, he was in that movie he played an insomniac who stayed awake for a year because he couldn't sleep, and then he lost mad weight, so he was literally a walking skeleton.
Odds are too, Christian Bale, he's a method actor, correct?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, so he'll he got skinny on his own.
He did. He got emaciated, dangerously thin, and then he bulked up for Batman Begins.
Okay, man.
Yeah. Then he got crackhead skinny for The Fighter. And he bulked up again in time for Dark Knight Rises. Yeah. And then he got fat for American Hustle. So, yeah. Hey, he knows how to put in work with that weight gain. But yeah, anything else on your plate?
Oh, the Pusha T versus Drake beef.
Oh yes.
First of all, it's definitely better than Enzo Amore's raps.
Anything is better. Shout outs to Grande for posting the lyrics to that.
Oh, on the Wrestling Fantasy Warfare page. Oh man.
I mean,
what is it? Rising from the ashes like a phoenix.
Middle finger to the sky gripping my consensual penis. That. I posted this comment too. Enzo Amore makes Lil Uzi Vert sound like Common. That's how
it was that bad.
Yeah,
it was that bad. I think it made non-race
bars.
Nah, if anybody got better bars than that, Aiden English.
Oh yeah,
Aiden English got a couple of bars here and there.
Yeah, I will say that Enzo Amore brings shame to SoundCloud rappers everywhere, and that's saying something.
Yeah. But yeah, this thing has been brewing for like the past week.
Yeah, apparently, I think Pusha T, he dropped a song Infrared off his album.
Right.
That was the first thing, and then Drake responded with Duppy Freestyle.
Yeah, but that was actually Pusha. Actually, Drake started it like 2 years ago.
Oh, really?
With a song called I think it was like Two Birds, One Stone.
Mm-hmm.
So then he Chip Cornett's review of Enzo's music video was funny as hell. We was just watching this before we started the show.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a good laugh by all. Mm-hmm. But that's what initially started it, and then Infrared 2 years later, Pusha T put that out on his Daytona album.
Yep.
And I'm like, okay, this could be something. And then Drake, like 2 days later, Drake puts out the Duppy freestyle, which isn't bad, but most of it was directed towards Kanye.
Yeah.
If you really like listen to it, like he had a couple of bars for Pusha, but then Pusha T put out Story of Adidon.
Yeah.
Like, what, a day or two later?
Mm-hmm. Ouch.
Drake got a lot of explaining to do.
Yeah. For those who aren't familiar, there's Pusha T also released the cover image for the song The Story of Adidon, and it's Drake in full-on blackface.
Yeah.
Just like WBA, that. Yeah, it's...
I like sugar.
And Drake, well, he took an automatic L for that one, but he took more L's in this track because I got the lyrics right here.
Go on ahead.
And I'm gonna.
Is this gonna be extra articulate like your This Is America review? Let's have some fun with this.
Yeah, let's have some fun with this one. Okay, so let's examine why. So your music for the past few years been angry and full of lies. Let's see. Fast forward. You mentioned wedding ring like it's a bad thing. Your father walked away at 5. Hell of a dad thing. Marriage is something that Sandy never had. Drake. How you a winner, but she keep coming in last place. That kind of. Let's see. Monkey suit Dennis. You parade him. A Steve Harvey suit nigga made him.
Yeah, Steve Harvey suit's that bad.
I don't. I think
you hate Steve Harvey, so like
I don't.
Personal differences aside, because I mean Steve Harvey comes out with some nice suits.
I will say that Steve Harvey comes out with suits that are nice just for him.
Nah, and like guys his age, because my father would rock a Steve Harvey suit.
I don't know. They're kind of oversized.
My father would wear a Steve Harvey suit.
Oh damn! See,
oh my god.
I mean,
look at my father. You should see my father's suit collection. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I would not wear a Steve Harvey suit, even if I was Steve Harvey's age, though. Nah, the shoulder pads alone, disqualification. But yeah, let's see. Confused, always felt you weren't black enough. Afraid to grow it because your fro wouldn't nap enough. And since you name dropped my fiance, let him know who you chose as your Beyonce. Now, this is where Pusha T said Drake crossed the line, where Pusha T said, yo, Drake mentioned my fiance, well, all bets are off. So, Sophie knows better as your baby mother, cleaned her up for IG, but the stench is on her. A baby's involved, it's deeper than rap. We talking character, let me keep with the facts. You are hiding a child. Let that boy come home. Deadbeat motherfucker playing Border Patrol. Ooh, Adonis is your son, and he deserves more than an Adidas press run that's real. And this line right here hurt my feelings. Love that baby. Respect that girl. Forget she's a porn star. Let her be your world. Ugh. Ow.
Yeah. Pusha came through.
He said.
Dang, this is like. Everything is just the timing is just everything on this one because Pusha just put his album out, Kanye just put his album out. Drake's album is about to come out.
Yep.
And then, not to mention, like, Drake has a like multi-million-dollar deal with Adidas, and I guess allegedly, this is something that I heard.
Yeah.
Allegedly, that's when he was probably gonna put out that he had a son.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was gonna put it out there on an album.
Yeah.
So, like, he was gonna do it when he's ready, because there's some people who just don't really put their family life on social media.
Right. Yeah.
You know, that's their decisions, whatever. But like, so he wasn't gonna go all DJ Khaled on him, because that kid's everywhere. Like, if you see Khaled, you see a side.
Yeah. Congratulations, you played yourself.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I heard, that he was gonna put down all that. But Pusha T just completely tarnished that, because Adidon is actually supposed to be like the name of the line, the Adidas line.
Mm-hmm.
Pusha T completely destroyed that.
Yeah.
Because now, like, when the line actually comes out, what are we gonna associate it with?
Yep.
The blackface.
Yeah. The blackface, that wide grin, the
lips and everything.
Oof.
And I love how Pusha T uses the beat to this story of OJ.
Yeah. Yeah, that was awesome use of that beat too. And like I'm not black, I'm Kanye. Okay. But yo, that line's like, love that baby, respect that girl, forget she's a porn star, let her be your world. Wow. Oh man, it's like you have a son, don't be a deadbeat. You know, it's okay, you can clean her up. You know, and it's like, wow. And then the internet is always ruthless, still undefeated.
Yeah.
So many memes came out of this. Like, there was one that showed the cover of his album Take Care, but it just says "Take care of your son."
Yeah, I saw that. And they put the blackface on him.
Yup. Oh my god.
Then, but allegedly, according to Jay Prince, that Drake has a record that could basically, that's career ending.
Yeah, that's so he says. I mean, but Jay Prince, he does have tremendous clout.
Yeah, and he's been like heavily invested in Drake for years.
Yeah. So on the one hand, you could see it as him trying to protect his investment or save face. Yeah. So, but I mean, to say that that Drake has a career-ending disc for Pusha T, that's a mighty big boast.
I think, and Pusha's a credible MC to go against Drake.
Yeah, yeah, and Pusha T, he wasn't just spitting, the lyrics just to diss him. He did his research.
Yeah,
and I don't know, man. Like, if Drake has a secret love child with a former stripper, porn star, whatever, and he's gonna deny the facts, and then this blackface thing, which Drake tried to explain as like some kind of art project that he did with a friend of his, I guess.
Yeah, but it's still in bad taste. We live in insensitive times.
Yeah.
So it's like, you gotta pick and choose your battles on this one.
Oh yeah. And Eddie says, apparently even Ice Cube said Drake's all done. And when Cube says it, it must be. I mean,
Cube put out the classic No Vaseline.
Yeah, one of the most vicious diss records in history.
Yeah.
Yep. So, what up, Tyrone? Tyrone just joined us.
Yeah, I see it.
But yeah, you know what? I will say that there was one part where Pusha T did cross the line in his diss track where he mentioned one of Drake's colleagues, OVO 40.
Oh yeah, OVO 40. It was like it's like one of Drake's best friends, and he has multiple
sclerosis. Yeah, and he's saying that he's dying. How much time does he have left? That man is sick. Surgical summer with it. Snip, snip, snip.
That would be it, but you know what? That's rap.
That is rap. I mean, you go hard or go home. I mean,
like I said, if you revert back to No Vaseline, Takeover, Ether,
hit him up.
Oh yeah, especially hit him up. Who Shot Ya?
Yep.
All those classic diss records, and
yeah,
like I said, it's either go hard or go home.
Yeah, I mean, it's like so far Drake hasn't said anything else besides the blackface thing. He hasn't put out any
Yeah, he
more
has to put
records.
out a couple of statements.
Yeah, statements, and then apparently, Jay Prince also said that he advises. I think he advised Pusha T to end the beef, or he advised Drake. One of the two,
Possibly.
yeah. But you know what? I mean, I don't think it's gonna. I mean, thankfully, no rap beef has gotten lethal since Biggie and Tupac.
Yeah.
So,
But the culture needs this.
you think so?
Yeah. Yeah, come on. We've had 3 good rap battles within the past, like, 3 years. We mean this one.
Yeah.
This year. Last year was Remy and Nicki.
Oh yeah.
And the year before that was Drake and Meek.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh man, Remy embarrassed Nicki with that sheather.
Yeah.
Oof. But you know, I mean, you know, hip hop thrives on competition. Battling is one of the foundations. So, you know what? I will say that it needs, if only to, you know, promote 2 talented artists, you know, and their work. Although I will say that I'm not gonna listen to Pusha T's album Daytona because that Sunken Place Negro Kanye produced it.
It's not a bad album though. It's a good album.
I'm sure it is, and you know what? I like Pusha T, but I don't want to support Kanye.
Oh, okay.
And you know what? I'm gonna say this too. All y'all cats out there who are mad at Kanye for his stupid ass remarks about slavery as a choice. Oh, I'm thinking free, and him rocking the make MAGA hats and whatnot, supporting Donald Trump. You fans ain't shit because y'all fans were talking about hashtag cancel Kanye West. I'm never gonna listen to that dude again because he's talking mad smack. He supports Trump and all this. Y'all were right to say that you were gonna cancel him. Cool. But the moment that dude drops his newest album, y'all same motherfuckers hop right back on the bandwagon, all glad like, oh my god, yo, Kanye dropped a banger, son. Yo, them songs are tight, son. Yo, the beats, man. And it's like the Men in Black memory eraser thing. It's like
Neuralizer.
The neuralizer. Phew. Y'all forgot that he was a Sunken Place motherfucker. Y'all forgot that he was supporting Trump.
I never said I was gonna cancel Kanye. Like I know he's in the Sunken Place.
Oh yeah.
But I was like, you know what? I said, if he's doing all this, he's gonna drop some heat. I've heard some good things about the album. The album's only 7 tracks. Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, you can actually listen to Pusha T, Kanye, and Black Thought, who just dropped a new album. You can listen to those 3 albums in a row under an hour.
Oh, cool. Yo,
that one. I think that one's 7 tracks too.
Oh, Black Thought dropped an album?
Yeah.
I'm gonna write that down. Yo, I love Black Thought. See, Black Thought is an MC y'all should support. But yeah, you know these same cats, you know, y'all talking about cancel Kanye, and then the minute he drops an album, the minute some artist says some offensive and dumb shit, the minute that artist drops some songs with a tight beat and some catchy lyrics, y'all gonna be like, oh, I'm right there, yeah, Kanye. Just like the whole R. Kelly thing. When R. Kelly dropped those, when it turned out that R. Kelly's a sick ass pedophile, the moment he dropped Chocolate Factory, those same motherfuckers dropped it. Oh, step in the name of love.
That shit still plays. I mean,
y'all ain't shit.
It's a difficult situation. It's a difficult situation because it's like I'll listen to his older stuff. Mm-hmm. I got memories with all that.
I bet you do.
Yeah, shut up. I mean, come on. The download video with Fancy from Jamie Foxx show, Garcelle Beauvais. How you pronounce it?
Oh, Garcelle Beauvais.
Beauvais, yeah.
Yep.
You couldn't tell me you didn't love that video?
That was a cool video.
All the stuff he did with Ron. Contagious.
Contagious was a good track.
Still to this day,
mm-hmm.
Everybody reenacts that song.
Yeah, the video was cool too.
Yeah, it was like.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those cases of separating the artist from the art, but I will not support his new stuff.
Yeah,
I won't.
Yeah, I've been canceled R. Kelly since 2002, and you know what? I'm gonna have to say this too.
Did you see the tape?
Yeah, I did.
I did. I watched it. We watched it in English class.
How are you gonna watch it in English class?
We got away with a lot of shit in that classroom.
Yeah, shame on your high school, man.
nothing wrong with the high school. It was just a teacher. He kind of let us get away with it.
Wow.
Nah, but you want to know something? And you know what? I'm gonna put him on blast. Shout outs to Mr. Richardson. You would honestly love him.
Really?
Yeah. We watched and studied movies.
Oh, okay.
In his class.
All right.
If it wasn't for him, I never would have had the interest to watch Great Expectations.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
And then there was we actually watched Coyote Ugly, but how can I say this? We got a different perspective of it. Mm-hmm. Instead of just a movie about some chick moving into the city.
Yeah.
And found a way to make ends meet by dancing on a bar.
Right. Yeah, Tyra Banks was in that.
Yeah, she was.
Yep.
But yeah, there was more to it, and it was on a deeper level when he actually taught us that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. So he was looking at the themes and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, right on.
Yeah, you would have loved his class.
I'm sure I would have. I wish I had a teacher like that.
Yeah.
You know, apart from letting y'all watch that R. Kelly tape, and
I think it was 10 minutes. We had 10 minutes left of class, so it was and then somebody just had it in their computer, and he was already done for it. So it was somebody just threw it on, and we was all watching it.
Yeah, that's Shane. That's it. That's a shame.
He didn't snitch or anything. He wasn't watching it, but
that's shame on y'all in school. But yeah, I was gonna say with the whole R. Kelly thing. You know what? Friend of the show, Adrian Price.
Oh damn!
I saw one of his posts, his album posts that he's been putting on Facebook lately. One of his posts was TP2.com is the best R&B album of all time. Now post what the second best R&B album is, because there's no changing his mind. Now, I'm gonna say this.
Ooh, the best R&B album of all time. You can't really just say that because he's it all depends on your memory with it.
Yeah.
I can't say one best R&B. I have favorites.
Yeah.
Genuine's 100% album.
Mm-hmm.
I have personal fond memories of that.
I bet you do.
Shut up.
Is that the song with the Pony?
No.
Oh no.
Pony was his first album.
Oh, okay.
This was the second.
Okay.
Yeah. Drew Hill's Enter the Drew album was fire.
That was
Sisqo's Unleash the Dragon album was fire.
That was actually.
Jagged Edge's Jagged Little Thrill.
Mm-hmm.
112's Part 3.
Yep. 112. Is that the song? Did it have the song Anywhere on it?
Anywhere was Room 112, their second album.
Room 112. Okay.
Part 3 was the third.
Okay, yeah.
Part 3 had the It's Over Now.
Yeah.
Don't Hate Me with Twista.
Mm-hmm.
Peaches and Cream.
Yeah, Peaches and Cream. I do remember. Oh man, that reminds me a couple months ago I was in New York.
Yeah.
And I walked into this bookstore, and there was this as I was walking in, there was some older white gentleman. He looked like he was in his 40s.
Okay.
And he was actually singing 112 Anywhere as he was walking out the store. We can do it anywhere. I can love you in the shower.
It's creepy when you sing it. I can imagine how he felt.
He was singing, he was getting all the lyrics. And I'm looking at him how the hell would you looking at this dude?
Listen, don't judge a book by this cover.
Obviously,
you do not, because there was one time where I was working at Advance, and we just me and my boy Joe, shout out to him. We used to just play mad old school, over on the PA, not in the PA system, but in the stereo in the store, just music from my parents' era. Mm-hmm. I enjoy music from that era. So, "Funkin' for Jamaica" by Tom Brown was playing. Mm-hmm. So this white guy had to have been about in his 50s or 60s.
Yeah.
So and he was like, "Yo, that was a great song." He was like, "Oh, that was a great song right there." I'm like, "You know about this?" He said, "Listen to me, I'm a drummer." Now, my father's a musician, and I grew up knowing a lot of the local musicians.
Yeah.
The way he said it sound just like them. I said, "You know what? This dude knows exactly what the fuck he's talking about."
Mm. Yeah.
I was like, I was so wrong for judging a book by its cover.
Yeah. Yeah, you never know. Yeah.
Don't.
Hey, some old 70-something-year-old woman could know the history of hip hop back and front.
Possible.
Yeah. Wow. But yeah. New York is full of crazy people.
Oh yeah, you've seen the video. There's videos.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been up to. Like, what's up with Iron? Because I know you've been posting some stuff lately.
Oh yeah, like I've been, posting more stuff on the Codex Prime Facebook page as well as Instagram, trying to post a little more content.
Yeah, it's about time. I can't be doing all the work. Well, I am the social media chair, but
Yeah, but
I'm not the face of Codex, man. It's not just me.
Yeah, and my name is not Omar.
Shout outs to Bunny. I love that girl though. She's awesome.
Yeah.
She'll be on the show. She'll be on the show soon.
Oh, indeed. Yeah. But for me, I've been up to a few things here and there. I watched a couple movies and this really cool TV show this past just last night. In fact, last Friday I went and I watched this brand new sci-fi film that dropped. It's in theaters now. It's called Upgrade.
You posted it, yeah. You did post about that. You was jonesing about that. Go on ahead.
Yeah, I've been jonesing about it because Upgrade is a film y'all should see. It's a movie by directed and written by Lee Wannell. He was the co-creator and writer of Saw.
Okay.
With James Wan, and this film stars Logan Marshall Green, aka not Tom Hardy. And in this film, it takes place in the near future. And Upgrade is about this guy played by Logan Marshall Green, this guy named Gray. And he's basically a guy who's he's sort of like an old school head. Like he's not versed in technology and like the latest gadgets. Like his deal is like fixing cars, and he fixes like this really souped up this old school Charger, I believe it was, and he brings it to he basically builds and sells vintage cars to like high profile millionaires and whatnot. And one of the people that he sells the car to is this reclusive inventor. He's like this young 20-something who kind of looks like a clone from the Leo DiCaprio factory. And this scientist shows him this invention. It's this microchip which can be embedded into your spinal column, and it can actually, restore the feeling in your body. So if you're paralyzed, you can walk again. And unfortunately for Gray, he ends up becoming the recipient of that chip because him and his wife, they're ambushed as they're driving home, and his wife is killed in front of him. And the shooter shoots him right underneath his neck, so he's still alive, but he's paralyzed. He can't move. So fast forward 3 months later, the same scientist arrives in his hospital bed and says, "Hey, man, listen, I have this STEM invention which can help save your life and help you rebuild." And so he installs it. He installs it in his Gray's spinal column, and all of a sudden, he's able to walk again. He's able to get up from his wheelchair. He can walk. He can move his limbs just like he was able to do before the incident, before his wife's murder. As the movie goes on, he decides to track down the same men who killed his wife one at a time, and as he's going along, he finds out that STEM can not only restore his ability to walk, but STEM has an AI that only he can hear. And the AI takes control of his body with his permission. So even though Gray normally he can't fight, like a professional, like a kung fu master or anything, as soon as STEM asks him, "Give me permission, unlock me," and then like he says, "Permission granted," and all of a sudden STEM takes control of his body, so it's like his body's on autopilot, and like he's pulling off all sorts of combat moves. Like he's just beating the shit out of this one dude.
Oh, so it's full of action.
Like not full of action. It has action bursts of action here and there, and like as he's beating the shit out of this one dude, he's like, "I'm sorry, man. I don't know what I'm doing, man." It's like countering every single bit of his moves and whatnot. Like it's dope. Like the way that it comes across, because it's kind of like he's like blocking every move like robotic like.
Yeah.
And throughout the film, you kind of start to see, okay, where is this relationship going between Gray and this AI that only he can hear? And then there's a subplot which involves this detective who's played by this woman. I forget the actress's name, but she was also in Get Out. She played the female maid, the one who goes, no,
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 no, no,
no.
no. Yeah, she plays a detective who tries to help out Gray and tracking down his wife's killers. And the whole movie Upgrade is absolutely dope. It's one of those movies that are destined to be a cult classic. It's one of those under the radar movies that just like it arrives out of nowhere with not much promotion. And if you look at it, even though there's no big name actors, you kind of thinking, oh, I don't know about this. Yo, I'm telling you, if you're a fan of sci-fi films, if you're a fan of Black Mirror in terms of like their unique premises, check out Upgrade, because Upgrade does not skimp on the violence. Like when it gets violent, holy shit, like you'll be wincing in your seat. And like the way the story unfolds and how it ends is just like, man, bravo. Like that's how you take a unique concept and like bring it to and maximize its potential. Like Logan Marshall Green was he was great in the film. Like the whole cast was terrific as well. And I think Logan Marshall Green, like he was previously in Prometheus. Like he has what it takes to be a major star. If he stars in more unique projects like Upgrade, and if he gets more A-list projects, yo, he can be a top level actor because he has it. And and yo, Upgrade is kind of like there's kind of some similarities to Venom, which is coming out in October, in terms of like a symbiote that controls the host body, but it's absolutely dope. But if you're a fan of sci-fi films, do not sleep on Upgrade. Don't wait for it to hit Netflix. Don't wait for it to hit Redbox. See it in theaters right now. If you've got Movie Pass, use it. Even if you don't have Movie Pass, see it anyway. It's worth the money. It's dope.
Oh, the actress's name was Betty Gabriel.
Betty Gabriel. Oh, Betty Gabriel. Oh, yep. Betty Gabriel. She was in Get Out.
Yeah.
And shout outs to her too. Yo, she's got crazy potential too. So yeah, Upgrade. It's in theaters now. Check it out. You will not be disappointed if you like sci-fi and a little bit of violence to go with it. So I saw that, and yeah, I apologize, Claire. The webcam does have a little trouble focusing here and there, but yeah, can't do much about it because it's autofocus. Uh, but um, but yes, she said that she saw the preview for Upgrade the other night. So yeah, do check that out. Also, I saw another movie which is still playing in theaters because my girlfriend wanted to see it, and plus
Yeah, you got to do something that she wants to do.
yeah,
Can't always be about you.
true. And since I had Movie Pass, I'm like, yeah, why not? And I had a free movie ticket with my Star Pass from Showcase,
Okay.
so we both got to see it for free.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, we caught the late show on Saturday of Breaking In.
Oh, with Gabrielle Union.
Yeah, with Gabrielle Union, and it's about a mother whose house
Sea
gets
cow. Sorry.
yeah.
That was always my nickname for Claire.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So Breaking In. It was a movie that opened a few weeks ago on Mother's Day, or around Mother's Day weekend, and Gabrielle Union, she plays a mom whose kids whose father's house is like this high tech smart house. Their house is robbed by a gang of robbers who are looking for a safe, which is said to include like millions of dollars, $4 million. And so the robbers, they overtake the house. Gabrielle Union's trapped outside, and she's doing whatever it takes to break back in the house and rescue her kids. The movie is basically just a bigger budget Lifetime Channel movie.
I had a feeling.
It really
I
was.
had a feeling. Yeah, as I watched the trailer, I looked at it as Tyler Perry trying to make a version of like what's that movie where Halle Berry got her kids kidnapped?
Oh, Kidnap?
Yeah, dope.
Carl Byrd strikes again.
Forgot the name of the movie. Shut up. But it looked like a Tyler Perry version of that.
Except that this one was actually competently directed and wasn't trying to be funny or unintentionally funny.
I just like watching. I was like, I'm not gonna go out of my way. If I had Movie Pass, I would use it for that. I wouldn't pay to see that.
Yeah, like if you had Movie Pass and if like your girlfriend wanted to see it, you'd be like, okay, sure. Yeah. But yeah, it was. I mean, it was nothing special. Like it wasn't terrible, but it was strictly Redbox, strictly straight to Netflix. Yeah, like one of those movies you watch because you're absolutely bored and you saw everything else that was good.
No, of course, and also it's like I don't know. I got that Beyonce movie Obsessed. Yeah. I got that feel out of it too.
Kinda, yeah. Yeah, like it's totally predictable. It unfolds and ends just exactly how you would expect. Yeah. I will say that the audience that we saw it with, because we saw it at Providence Place Mall. Oh Lord. Yeah. Oh Lord, indeed. So the audience made it a little bit more enjoyable than it otherwise would have, because there were like points where they were talking at the screen, and then there were points where like some woman in front of me was like, "Oh no, why would you do that? Don't go in there." And it's like, and I'm thinking in my head, okay, either they don't see that many movies, or they're just genuinely having a good time, or they know that the movie's whack and they're just trying to salvage the experience. But yeah, the audience made it slightly better. So it was kind of like a Tyler Perry effect, making a whack movie enjoyable at its expense. But yeah, breaking in.
It's like the Wrestling Fantasy Warfare group to get the event threads during the Roman Reigns match.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, like if there's a Roman Reigns match, like you have your own fun. It's like we throw our own beach balls, basically. Yeah. But yeah, breaking in. See it if you're bored, and if you got Movie Pass, why not? Because until this Friday, there's nothing else in theaters.
Unless not this Friday. Ocean's 8.
Well, Ocean's 8. Hereditary, which looks dope. It's a horror film.
Okay.
Hopefully First Reformed comes out. It's a movie with Ethan Hawke and Cedric the Entertainer. Yeah, that looks really dope. It's playing in Boston right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I saw that, and then I also saw this dope show, this brand new show on FX. It comes on Sundays at 10 o'clock. It's called Pose. And Pose is a dope show. It's created by Ryan Murphy, Brian Falchuk, and Steven Canals. And it's a show that takes place in 1987, and it explores the drag queen subculture in New York City. And it has a cast of transgender women, actresses playing in it, and it's an ensemble, so it focuses on different characters. And it's a really dope show. Like it's really cool. Like it focuses on this one group and the subculture of the drag queen subculture, and like how they're different houses, if you will, and they compete against each other. It's like
voguing.
Like voguing. It's like part voguing, part fashion show kind of.
Yeah, that's like a phenomenon.
Yeah.
Voguing is
yeah, and
I remember like I was walking in the house when like a whole bunch of us in my family, we like all lived in one room. It was like 16 of us in one house.
Damn.
And they just happened to be on YouTube and just watching voguing competitions. I'm like, what the hell are you guys watching? I'm like, yo, this is voguing. Yeah. Like, it's like a real like epidemic with it. So I watched like a couple of seconds of it. I'm like, well, damn.
Yeah, you know what?
Just
and I
like, yo, let's play Call of Duty. And then that just kind of.
Like there were some scenes like that takes place in this ballroom, and they have like these events called balls where they have the competitions voguing, and like there's some similarities between voguing and pop locking, and a little bit of breakdancing in it.
Yeah, that's what I saw too, because that's what I initially thought I saw. Like I thought they was like, because they were getting into it. I was already, I've already retired, been retired for a couple of years and stuff.
Yeah.
Good amount of years, actually. I retired at 18, but
yeah, you didn't even reach your peak.
I did
at 18.
Yeah,
come on, man.
Yeah. I mean, it was it was bitter. I could have achieved more, but anyway, that's what I thought they were watching.
Yeah.
So I'm like, who's popping? I'm like, what y'all what's this? And I'm like, yo, this is Vogue. And I'm like, why the hell y'all watching this? And then I'm like, yeah. Oh, he did that. Yeah. All right. Yeah, let's play Call of Duty. that just snapped. Our Call of Duty matches were serious.
I bet.
To the point where my mom was like, doesn't even like care for video games. Like she was entertained by us playing it.
Mm-hmm. Nice. But yeah, like the voguing scenes were hot. Like there's this one character named Damon who's this young black man who is unfortunately he gets disowned by his Christian parents.
That's pretty cliche.
Yeah, his father goes, "You're dead to me." Throws his stuff out, and his mother slaps him across the face. Yep. Says, "Don't you ever come back here." And he's like sleeping on park benches, and then like this woman named Blanca finds him, and she's trying to start up her own house called the House of Evangelista. And so she recruits him because she sees his dancing talent. And this kid Damon, the actor who plays him, Ryan Jamal Swain, I don't know if he's probably a dancer in real life because this dude was nice with it. He was sick with it. Like he was doing all this, pop locking and contorting his body, just like doing all this and whatnot, just like getting into it, the face and whatnot. And just like, I was like, yo, this kid is just. I wanted to Vogue too. I can get my Vogue on too. Like I'm not part of the drag queen subculture, but just for the voguing, I can do the voguing. Let a brother Vogue. Hashtag let a brother Vogue. But anyway, why are you looking at me like that?
That was too good.
I'm just saying.
That was just too good.
I'm just saying, but this kid.
This is gonna be. You do realize that this is gonna be the still shot when I post this episode on Instagram. Right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah, okay. By all means. But Ryan Jamal Swain, I want to see more from this actor because, he held it down. I love the characters in it. You have this other woman. I forget her name. She I think her name is Electra, and she's running this other house, and she's very RuPaul-ish. Like she articulates every single one of her words. She's very pretentious, very bougie, like the definition of bougie, and she's just lording her
second definition.
I don't know who the first is, but anyway, no, shut up. I am the most down to earth person you meet, but
okay.
But she's all about authenticity. Like she's all about like promoting her brand of drag, like her brand of realness, and that's why Blanca, who was part of her house, that's why she wants to strike out on her own and do her thing. And then there's a subplot which involves Evan Peters, who plays Quicksilver. Yep, he plays like this white collar up and coming dude who's working for Trump Tower, and his boss is played by James Vanderbeek. Right?
I don't want your life.
And they're basically 80s yuppies to the core. And Evan Peters, he has a wife played by Kate Mara. They have 3 daughters. They're living the upper class lifestyle. They're rich and all. They're rich. They got money to burn. They're all about the 80s greed and excess, like tailored suits and all. But Evan Peters' character Stan has a double life. Because you see, when he's not at work and when he's not at home with his wife and kids, he's traveling to the port side of New York City, and he starts to fall for this woman, this transgender woman named Angel, who's also part of the drag queen voguing subculture, and she's a streetwalker on the side, and she starts to fall, and you could tell that her and Stan have a thing, they have a chemistry going on. So even though and Evan Peters plays it interesting because on the one hand you can kind of see him be like, oh, I would never do this, blah, blah, blah. But you could tell that it's more than just the thrill of sleeping with a woman outside besides his wife. It's more than just him, the thrill of sleeping with a transgender woman. It's him discovering that he himself is basically gay, but he's he can't admit it to anyone, not even himself. His wife and the kids are basically the beard, the cover, and this is what he really is. So as I was watching it was kind of interesting. It was hey, you know what? Come on, man, don't be scared of who you is. So what? You got a wife and 3 kids. It's all right. Leave them behind. Live your authentic self. I mean, it's going to be a little bit messy, but come on, what isn't in life? But I'm interested in seeing how their storyline is going to play out because I don't think it's going to end well for either one of them. But I don't know. We'll see.
I haven't seen you this excited since Empire started.
Yo, I'm telling you, like Pose is a good it's a damn good show. Like, yo, FX always brings the heat. Like, I gotta watch more of their shows. Like, I still gotta watch Legion and
Sons of Anarchy.
Sons of Anarchy, Taboo.
I was talking about our arrangement. Like, I start watching Breaking Bad. You start watching Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm almost done with The Office.
Okay.
So, well, damn. I still got Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Well, if you do get on the FX bandwagon, do watch Atlanta though. Atlanta, that's one you should definitely
I think that's
look
on
into.
Hulu, I believe.
The first season is on Hulu.
Okay.
The second one, like, well, it depends on your cable provider. Do you have Verizon or Cox?
Cox.
Cox, yeah. Then you can go on FX's website and you can like put in your login and whatnot, and you can watch the shows for free.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So yeah, Pose. It's a dope show. It comes on Sundays at 10 o'clock on FX. Check it out if you're a fan of like if you want to see the uniqueness of the drag queen subculture and all this, and the drag king subculture from what I hear too, and voguing. Yo.
I was gonna say, please don't do that again.
Listen, man, I want to get my Vogue on. Voguing says it's a I had no idea how dope a dance style it actually is. Like incorporating pop lock into it. Like some people get sick with it, dude. I'm telling you. Yo, I can do it. I can do it. Let a brother do it. All right? It's all about self-expression. You know what I'm saying? It's all about, expanding our personal art. You know
I'm ready to meme the hell out.
Yeah. And the 80s fashion too? Come on, man. The shoulder pads? Nah, actually, nah.
Who wants to see me meme Victor in some voguing pictures?
Strike a pose. Now grab your stomach and pat your head.
God, just let a brother vogue.
Thank you, Claire. # let a brother vogue.
Hey, he's free to do whatever he wants. By the way, tell Ben I said what's up.
Word. But yeah, other than that, man, not too.
You
much.
made some purchases.
Made some purchases. I did purchase issue 5 because I'm catching up on issue 5 of Doomsday Clock, which is the
it's a
DC Rebirth conclusion. It's the 12-part. It's a 12-part miniseries. It's going to conclude next summer. And issue 5, it's actually pretty dope. It's got some more revelations between basically where the Watchmen they visit the DC universe. And if you're not into the DC comics side of things, forget their movies because John Haponic knows deep down that the DC EU movies are trash except for Wonder Woman. But look at
the end.
Yeah. Well, I like the end. I like the end. It wasn't perfect, but I like the end. But look at the DC Rebirth line. Like DC is killing it with the comics. Like their Rebirth series. Look at Batman Rebirth, Green Arrow, Flash, even Superman is dope. I'm telling you, Deathstroke is good. Wonder Woman, of course. The Green Lanterns, that's pretty good too. Like you'd be hard pressed to find something totally bad in the DC Rebirth side of things. As far as Marvel goes, as far as the comics go, kind of hard to find something that's just as interesting. Listen, Kyle. Listen, Kyle. I saw your comment. You will not.
First off, he said Wonder Woman was trash too, but
you will not. You will not trash Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is one of the great comic book films of the last 2 years. Like, I will Pepsi challenge Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is better than Guardians 2. It's better than Thor Ragnarok.
Ragnarok was good. Ragnarok was good.
I had issues with it. You will not trash my homegirl Gal Gadot. You will not trash my homegirl Patty Jenkins. Yo, Wonder Woman is the truth. Let me ask you something, Kyle. Can you name a solo female led Marvel superhero film? Can you? I'll wait. You can't, can you? Exactly.
Well, it was Elektra, but it was garbage.
Yeah, well, that's not part of the MCU, though.
Oh, there hasn't been one yet. Captain Marvel.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, true. Captain Marvel is coming out, which I'm sure is going to be dope. I mean, Brie Larson.
Ant-Man and the Wasp, and we already know that the Wasp is going to steal the show.
Oh, yeah, it's true. But, yeah, Marvel they still have a lot of catching up to do on the solo tip. I mean, Captain Marvel is coming out, though. But, and no.
Technically, hold up, well, Black Panther, they have a lot of catching up with. They kind of like they nailed it with Black Panther.
They have, yeah, and DC hasn't. All DC has is Cyborg. Yeah.
Like, are we really gonna? let's just answer this question. Are we gonna have that same energy with Cyborg that we did with Captain America? I mean, with Black Panther.
Absolutely
really
not. No. I mean, leave it to John. John, he'll be the lone cheerleader. Leave it to John to say that Cyborg was better than Black Panther.
Dude, Cyborg looked like aluminum foil with Christmas lights in it.
Pretty much. And you know what? Aluminum foil with Christmas lights would have shown more personality than the actual actor.
He was like just there. Captain Marvel will be garbage and will be a poor man's Wonder Woman.
Oh, leave it to...
He knew it. Wow. He was ready.
Oh, yeah. But, you know, I will say this.
Jessica Jones.
Oh, yeah, Jessica Jones.
It's a TV show, but yeah.
TV show, but yeah, Jessica Jones, I will say, holds her own. But I will put Jessica Jones close to Wonder Woman. Neck and neck. Neck and neck, I will say.
Jessica Jones was able to push the envelope more than Wonder Woman, though.
Oh, of course, you know, being a TV show on Netflix. Yeah. But, oh, yeah, Luke Cage's homegirl. Oh, I think he's talking about Misty Knight. Okay.
Yeah. There is something that I did pick up. It's called Shield Rebirth.
Oh.
I gotta put this in there.
Yep.
It's actually, I just picked it up, and it was highly recommended by Jim Savard and Reagan, who owns our friendly neighborhood Rocco's collectible store.
Yep.
And it's actually, the concept is like Leonardo da Vinci, Raphael, and the rest, and some of the other masters of the Renaissance. Mm-hmm. They're members of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh.
They are original members of S.H.I.E.L.D. So
that's dope.
That's a real interesting concept, and for some reason they did numbers 1 through 4 and then stopped it, and it's gonna pick up again.
Okay.
Because it's been like so high in demand, so I'm really looking forward to actually like sitting down and reading this. Yeah. Also, what I look forward to reading too.
Oh yeah.
Back, because you demanded it.
Yes.
The world's greatest comic magazine is back. It will be coming back in June.
Yep. This month, in fact.
My Fantastic Four.
Yes.
Obviously, this is a Marvel Previews issue that I got from the comic book store, but I mean, I cannot wait to see what they've been up to, what they're gonna do with it. Since Reed Richards has been around rebuilding the multiverse after the events of the Secret War.
Okay.
Like I'm amped, and I always loved the Fantastic Four ever since the cartoon from the '90s with the cheesy ass theme song. I'm actually gonna find it.
I like the theme song. I remember that theme song. Yo, Fantastic Four, I'm very pleased to see it coming back to the comics fold, because I know Marvel actually discontinued it for a while.
Yeah.
Because the movies were so shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially the last one that came out 3 years ago with Josh Trank. Ugh. Right now, Carl's looking up the Fantastic Four animated series theme from the 90s.
Yep. I got it. I just gotta wait for the ad to stop.
Yeah.
Cheesy as shit.
It certainly was.
Okay. That's enough of that, but yeah, I used to. Silver Surfer ain't dead. No, Silver Surfer's line's been cut. It's been continuous.
Yeah, I'm interested. And you know what? I'm gonna pick up. I usually don't pick up single issues that often, but I will pick up issue 1 of Fantastic Four, and see where it goes, because you know, if there's no other series that's been desperate, pleading, begging for a complete clean slate.
Dude, a lot of these variant covers are fire.
Yeah, they are.
Mean, especially like this one by Alex Ross. Like,
oh yeah, Alex Ross, one of the all-time great artists. Yeah, I will definitely pick it up. It's coming out this month, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when it hits comic book shelves, I will pick up a copy.
Oh, Lord knows I will. I've been waiting for this.
Yeah, man. Because and plus now that I think Disney and Marvel have the film rights back.
Is it official?
Well, I don't think it's official yet because
last I heard, like Comcast is trying to sneak into the deal now.
Oh, really? Oh, they're trying to buy Fox instead of
yeah.
Disney? Oh, yeah. Because Disney and Fox, they haven't been finalized yet.
Right.
Okay. Well, even so, it's like, you know what? Thinking about that, with Comcast now in the mix to buy Fox, I kind of hope that they do. Because I don't want Disney to have a complete monopoly on entertainment.
I understand. At least let us have Fantastic Four. Just the Marvel properties.
Yeah.
Just give us the Marvel properties and we'll be good.
Yeah. Okay.
Comcast can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but yeah, and also speaking of other comic book news, we got some interesting ones. One that I posted last week on our Facebook page, and it has been confirmed that Jamie Foxx will be playing Spawn in Todd McFarlane's film Reboot. And it's going to be Todd McFarlane's directorial debut as well. Now, here's the interesting part. McFarlane says that the film will be a creep movie.
Yes.
And this will feature Spawn as more of a monster that lurks in the shadows instead of a traditional superhero. So this means that Jamie Foxx's Spawn will not be the main character or focus in the upcoming film. Instead, the main protagonist is going to be the private investigator, Twitch Williams.
Right.
And he's going to follow it from his perspective and see Spawn from his perspective. And so, in an interview with Sci-Fi, keeping in with that spirit of the film, McFarlane also said that there won't be any hero shots of Spawn in the film or in its advertising.
As a Spawn fan, I'm really looking forward to it because it's a different take.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's actually something different. Like, we get the usual, we do get the usual superhero movies where, like, you know, it's all about the superhero, and
yeah.
It's completely, it's a whole different take.
Yeah.
I was a little iffy about it at first because it's like, you know, like I don't know, it was just nervous for change. I was nervous about the change, about something different, but I'm actually looking forward to it. I wanted to bring back Michael Jai White. I definitely agree with you, but let's see if Jamie Foxx can resurrect himself.
Yeah.
He wasn't that bad as Electro. That's because I just thought the movie was pretty good. Mm-hmm. Like, I enjoyed the movie.
Yeah.
The Spider-Man 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I think he can do Spawn, but I would have loved to see Michael Jai White come back.
Well, I mean, I'm a fan of Michael Jai White, but I think that him coming back, it would have given people the impression that it was a sequel.
That I understand that. And also, for one thing, that Todd McFarlane is actually getting the Spawn movie that he wanted.
Yeah.
Because what we got back in 97?
Yeah.
The studio got in the way.
Among other things.
Yeah, the studio got in the way, and it wasn't the right time for something like that.
No.
I mean, it was just because the simple fact, like, Spawn was like the hottest thing out right at that time.
Oh, yeah. Without a doubt.
So, like, of course, you know, a Spawn movie was high in demand, but then, like I mentioned earlier, the studio got in the way, so they had to do what he did. I thought John Leguizamo wasn't bad as Clown.
I disagree. He was.
No, because he was like, have you followed Spawn?
To a fair degree. Yeah.
Like, Clown was goofy like that. He was sinister. I mean, of course, they had to lighten it up because he was a much more darker personality. Mm-hmm. but they did. But they had to lighten it up. But they lightened it up for that movie, thanks to the studio.
Yeah, but
I think if you let him be like that dark, John Leguizamo possibly could have nailed it. Because Clown was annoying. He was darker, but he was annoying.
He was super annoying in
but
movie.
that was the Clown. That was the character, and John Leguizamo was annoying.
Yeah, but that worked to the film's detriment because I was this close to like pressing stop.
Yeah, but it was I blame the studio on that one.
Yeah. Who could play Clown though nowadays? Oh, here's a choice. Kevin Hart.
No.
He's got the height.
Yeah, he's got the height, but yeah, no. I wouldn't let him do that.
Nah. Oh man, Keegan Michael Key. You good?
I don't know. But one thing I just thought of this. You seen the 1996 Romeo and Juliet?
Yeah.
John Leguizamo playing Tybalt.
Yep.
Remember how kind of dark he was then?
Oh yeah.
That just shows his potential that he could have been like Clown.
Yeah.
He could have been that Clown if the script was darker and if Todd McFarlane got the movie that he wanted to make back in '97.
Oh yeah. And John Leguizamo has always been a fantastic actor too.
Yeah, I remember seeing a really messed up movie with him in it.
Oh yeah?
The Babysitters?
I never heard of it.
Really? It was on Netflix for a while. Like I think they took it down by now, but it was about like these high school girls who started a babysitting service. But then it was one girl. She would babysit people's kids, and then they would have the fathers drop them off, and then she would end up sleeping with the fathers for money.
What the hell?
Yeah, I told you it was fucked up.
Jesus.
And then it turns out like she started getting that extra money, not only the babysitting money, but basically the prostituting money. Then she ended up recruiting some of her homegirls.
Oh man.
And so she was and they were all doing the same thing, and she was kind of pimping them out.
Damn.
It was a really fucked up movie.
Yeah, I bet it. Yeah, I don't know about
right. It's up your alley. You like fucked up shit.
Yeah, I mean, I like stuff that pushes the envelope.
That movie would push the envelope.
But yeah, Spawn. It's got crazy potential. And,
yeah. Oh yeah, it does.
Yep. And Todd McFarlane, he says that he's taking advice from Jamie Foxx and other experienced actors on set to help shape the movie to his vision.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I follow him on Facebook. Like he's always hitting us up with news. So, and like his drawing tips. Nice. Like he just says, "Hey, I'm gonna do a quick drawing of Black Panther," and he'll like do it in like 10 minutes.
Nice.
And of course, and I just do it along with him.
Oh, sweet. That's what's
trying
up.
to get my drawing hand back again.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we should start our own comic.
I thought about that. We'll have way too many creative differences. We really would. Let's be real.
This story's too smart. We gotta dumb it down.
It's too dark. It's too depressing, man. Get rid of the cancer, Vic. What the fuck?
Oh man.
Everything doesn't have to be Criterion and cancer.
Come on, man. That's not what I'm about.
Just look at your track record. Nah. Got 123 episodes.
Speaking of shows that are on their deathbed, hopefully, Andrew Lincoln is gonna be leaving The Walking Dead after season 9. So Rick Grimes will be in 6 episodes next season, and according to the website Collider, AMC in response has offered more money to Norman Reedus to remain on the show and take over in the leading role when Andrew Lincoln leaves.
That's how you know. AMC, that's how you know. You should have just... Last season's ending should have been the perfect series finale. That would have been it.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, but...
And Maggie's leaving too.
Yeah, because she has another show coming up. I think she's only going to be in a half dozen episodes too next season.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, The Walking Dead, man, you got to put that.
It's time to put it to bed.
Yeah, put it to pasture. You know, the show is like it's the Undertaker of modern shows.
See,
man.
why you always got to take shots at me, man? Why you? There was no need for that.
I mean, you know, A Walking Dead, Dead Man. I mean, it was right there.
No, you're being a dick.
The pieces were right there, Carl.
No,
But you know, Walking Dead, like it's been long in the tooth, and you know, after the major deaths from last season, from what I read, it's like, yeah, the show's been run its course.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean, and I think that, you know, making Daryl Dixon the main character,
it's a desperate plea. It sounds desperate.
Yeah, because Daryl should have died like a couple seasons ago if they wanted to make it real.
What they should have done is that they should have just went from Terminus to Negan.
Yeah,
they could have skipped those 2-3 seasons of filler, and just we could have done without that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know, man. I mean, you're still watching Walking Dead, right?
Just very little interest.
That's what's up. You know, you're taking one for the team. That's what's up.
Because, like I said, 8 years?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, since 2010, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. 8 years. I gotta see it through.
Yeah. Yeah. 2010. Damn, this decade's almost over, dude. What were we doing in 2010?
What the fuck was I doing in 2010? Working at Advance, and I was like 1 year deep at Refocus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I was doing absolutely nothing of note.
Oh, you had your V knowledge on cinemas.
Oh, that was in 2013.
Really?
Yeah. 2013. 2010, I think I still had a blog at the time. Yeah. Man, 2010. Come a long way.
Yeah.
And last headline here, Warner Brothers has a shortlist for their Willy Wonka prequel movie. So Warner Brothers, they're making a Willy Wonka prequel film, and it's going to be directed by Paul King, who directed the Paddington movies. And they have 3 actors in mind to play the title character: Donald Glover, Ryan Gosling, and the Flash himself, Ezra Miller. Yeah.
I say, first off, Donald Glover belongs to Disney. With Spider-Man Homecoming and now Solo.
Oh, he's kicking up, as he should.
He belongs to Disney at this point. I guess Ryan Gosling would be my pick.
Yeah, Ryan Gosling's a terrific actor. I
mean, yeah, I guess. Sure, maybe.
Like if you're gonna make a Willy Wonka film, a prequel, like, and if you cast Donald Glover, like, just go all out, make it a woke version. Like, this is the chocolate factory. Like, have like This Is America, but takes place in the chocolate factory, right?
Shut up.
Okay. Yeah, we don't need that. I mean, I can hear the meme machine, the internet meme machine, going hard at work already. But yeah, the world has not asked for a Willy Wonka prequel film, man. I mean, leave the memories alone. The Gene Wilder is timeless. The Gene Wilder film's timeless, always will be. The Tim Burton Johnny Depp one was horrifying.
Didn't see it.
Yeah,
but that's Tim Burton. Like, I expect.
Yeah, but also it's like, you know, it's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. It's like, why reinvent the wheel? You know, it's like it's like you end it. It's like what would happen if HBK came back to the ring. He ended his career on the perfect note.
He did.
Yeah. Like Ric Flair ended his WWE in-ring career on a perfect note. You know, don't go back to the well. Leave the memories alone. They'll always be there. Why?
You know, that was the name of Ric Flair's like retirement song.
Oh, Leave the Memories
That
Alone.
was the name of the song.
That's kind of ironic, considering like he went to TNA after.
Well, that's because WWE wouldn't let him do anything.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I posted this. I posted this up like a couple of days ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, Shady Records artist West Side Gun is naming his forthcoming album Chris Benoit.
Jesus Christ. That's provocative.
I was very interested. And he also released the track listing too, which is, well, he's a known wrestling fan. Mm-hmm. Like him and his brother have a rap group and they call themselves Hall and Nash.
Nice.
So, I mean, the track listing is Big Homie Arn.
Mm-hmm. Arn Anderson.
Okay, Gods Don't Bleed. Dean Malenko.
Right.
Brutus.
Mm-hmm.
Amherst Station. RVD. Elizabeth. Mean Gene. Stefflon Don. Sabu. Brossface Brippler.
Oh, he's a Crip, right?
Bloods.
Blood. Oh, yeah.
Spanish Jesus. The Steiners. Rick Martel. West Side. WrestleMania 20. And an AA outro.
Okay.
And the back cover is actually Chris Benoit doing the crossface crippler on what it looks like MVP.
Yeah.
In a depiction of what appears to be Jesus.
Huh. Okay, then.
And the front cover is a picture of Chris Benoit with 3 eyes.
Yeah. Oh.
Like, what are your thoughts on that?
I'd like to know the reasoning for picking Chris Benoit as the title and image of his album. Like, is it just to a controversy? Is it just to like stir up a conversation? Is it a tribute to the man himself and his in-ring career? I don't know, man. That it kind of smacks of bad taste, I think.
Yeah,
because it's like, because the man murdered his wife and son and before killing himself,
right?
And like, I'd be more comfortable if he named it, if his album was Eddie Guerrero. That would be 100% across the board. I'd be
like
fine
a story
with
of redemption.
Yeah, something like that. But like Chris Benoit, it's like, yeah, you're just opening up a whole can of worms that doesn't need to be opened. You know, I'm not comfortable with that choice at all.
Dorian Marquise Johnson, he says, West Side Gun's the man. And he stays showing love to wrestling legends. Sometimes it's good to expound artistically on things an individual did to inspire you to a better life than focus on the tragedy that undercuts their life's work. We knew Benoit for his ring skills and should remember him for that. Amplifying the tragedy would be a disservice, in my opinion, as the damage is already done.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I can see what he says. I mean, that's a fair point. But I would argue that the tragedy itself is so great that it automatically undoes and damages his legacy.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
like you rarely see, like he has his matches on the network, but there are some that they didn't put out. Like they just recently put out the championship match that he had with Stone Cold back in 2001 with the 10 German suplexes.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow!
They recently just put that back up.
Wow, dang! There's just like quietly putting back matches on the low.
Yeah,
man. But yeah, like I would say with Chris Benoit, like the man himself, like if it were a case where he took his own life, or if he just and left his family alone, like as tragic as that would have been, we would have still had the respect for him as fans. But looking at his matches now, I could still watch one of his matches, but I'll always have it in front of my mind. This guy's a murderer, no matter what.
Yeah. Also, we had. I put you in a meme.
Yes, you did.
It was. I put Victor's face over the "Change My Mind" guy that said, and the sign said "Harlem Nights Suck,"
which it does.
It doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Kendrick Reed on the Facebook page puts the angry Della Reese face from that classic "You Shot My Pinky Toe" scene.
Yep.
Kyle Chapman Sr. just has Michael Jordan saying, "Stop it, get some help." Brandon F. actually says, You must have something in your eye. You must have something in your eye. Well, get it out your eye. Well, get it the fuck out your eye and roll it. Get it the fuck out your eye, you blind motherfucker, and roll the dice. And then I had to go, I ain't going to be too many more motherfuckers here. And, of course, your little bougie ass goes, I'm still perplexed by the fact that Harlem Nights has so much comedian royalty, and yet it's a gift of a dumpster.
Yup. It's still trash.
On the Instagram. Oh, man. Let's see. Ooh, no. Shit. I think I deleted it.
Delete.
AJ Presents the Greater Good. Shout out to them. They've been wanting to collaborate with us for a grip.
Word.
I ought to report y'all for this. Of course, Harlem Nights was Eddie Murphy's Pluto Nash of the 80s.
It was.
#yuck.
Yuck. It was Pluto Nash of the 80s.
Boss Hog says, Harlem Nights is a freaking classic. Shout out to Spock of Summer. I don't know. I never saw the movie.
He's not missing anything.
Huh?
He's not missing anything.
Yes, he is. Quick. And, of course, Blake on Time was like, wow, really?
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, none of them did anything to try to change your mind. Although everybody's just rather mad at you for that. So, should we at least get into question of the week?
Oh, yes.
All right. So, last week's question of the week was name a movie everyone loves, but you don't. I pissed you off by saying Finding Nemo. You said Harlem Nights and a host of others.
Mm-hmm.
So... Case Dos Santos says, Harry fucking Potter. Never read nor watched the movies. I get the look all the time. I don't care about a boy with a stick and his friends. I got real shit to worry about.
Dude.
It's a girl. Hey,
lady, it's not about a boy and his stick and his friends. That is an extremely gross oversimplification. That's like saying that the Lord of the Rings movies was about people walking to a volcano.
Was it?
No. There was way more than that. It was an epic journey of friendship and family and loyalty and sacrifice.
But where were they going?
To Mount Doom.
What was Mount Doom?
A volcano.
All right, then. Miss A.A. Francis says Hustle and Flow.
Come on now.
Hustle and Flow. I enjoyed Hustle and Flow. I went to the movies to see that one.
That was a great movie.
Yeah. Friend of the show, Jim Savard, says Deadpool's 1 and 2 both sucked ass.
Of course.
He just doesn't like comedic superheroes.
Yeah.
Clerks and Iron Man 2 and 3.
I'll agree with you on Iron Man 2. Iron Man 3, kinda.
Mediocre at best.
Yeah.
Mediocre at worst.
Yeah.
And Isaac BT says E.T.
Listen, y'all don't know what the F y'all talking about.
Okay, here's one that I disagree with. Happiest Pace on Earth says Forrest Gump. I love Forrest Gump.
Me too.
I love Forrest Gump.
Jenny.
Loved it. Every time I watch that movie, I was like, I'm learning something new.
Yeah. I'm not a smart man, but I do know what love is.
I gotta show you somebody on YouTube like redid it as a horror movie. And they made like Forrest look like some type of creepy ass stalker. It's actually quite hilarious.
Oh, I gotta see that.
All right. And then Jump in Social says Rocky 1. Speaking of Rocky, there's also a. They said, what if they did a 30 for 30 for Rocky 4?
Mm-hmm.
Hilarious.
Oh, I gotta see that.
Hilarious. I can show it to you after the show.
Okay.
John Haponic says pretty much every Marvel movie, especially Age of Ultron. Damn it, and the supervillain hate just rises again. Damn, I can't wait till he comes. Yo, when he comes, it's a wrap.
Oh yeah, we're gonna bury him.
Yes, it's a wrap. And Jessica Concussion says Wedding Crashers. Wedding Crashers was fun.
Oh, that movie was trash.
That was fun. Jesus Christ, y'all depressing people.
Hey, listen, Wedding Crashers was not funny in the slightest.
I enjoyed Wedding Crashers. I had fun.
Yeah, of course you did.
Yes, I like to have fun. Excuse the fuck out of me.
Even if the movie's whack.
Wedding Crashers wasn't whack.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not an Oscar-winning stick-up-the-ass movie.
I'm not saying it has to be, but at least it has to be funny. It didn't succeed at that.
It did.
Nah.
The meatloaf. Fuck.
Nah, I'm good with all that. So what you looking for?
Oh, not on the Facebook one.
Okay.
Oh, Kendrick Reed said fireproof.
Oh yeah, that's that Kirk Cameron movie, I believe. No.
Never seen it.
No, it's like one of those those Christian movies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I heard it was pretty bad, even by Christian movie standards.
Damn. So this week's question of the week. What would you like to see us debate on the show? Like, what are some debates, like topics you would like to debate about?
Wow. Topics that we could debate on the show. That's an interesting question. I like to see people's responses to that. Maybe one topic would be, let me see. Is DCEU really as whack as people believe it is?
But the answer is yes. Debate over.
Well, yeah, but I like to see somebody besides John Haponic justify and try to mine as much good qualities from those movies as possible.
So MCU versus DCEU.
Yeah.
I would like to get a dream battle debate going.
Mm-hmm.
Just random superheroes, wrestlers, or whoever. Just debate over dream battles.
Okay.
Like Goku versus Superman dream battle. Goku wins. My opinion, I think Goku wins.
Okay. All right. I mean, they're pretty much neck and neck in terms of abilities.
I would. And various other superheroes. That's what I would say.
Or here's another one. Here's a debate. Best hip hop album of the 21st century, from 2000 to now.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. We have to have like Spock come back on the show for that one.
Yeah, like number one that you would rank above all others.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yep.
You can't do that. You got to have a top five.
Okay, well,
you have to do a top five. You can't just do one.
Well, let's make it a little more challenging. Top three.
A top three.
Top three.
Probably have to say Blueprint.
Yeah.
Stillmatic. And Kanye's College Dropout.
Okay, all excellent choices.
That was hard.
Oh man, like for me, I'm gonna go with "Good Kid, Mad City" by Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
Oh Jesus. Best hip hop album of the 21st century. Top three.
I know a couple people who'd be down to have that conversation.
I'm gonna say Jay-Z 444.
Really? For Blueprint?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that like only because like it's a more mature, more evolved Jay-Z. He has more to say on that one. And the third one, oh man, I want to put a Nas one in there too, but I don't know if it's Stillmatic or Life is Good.
Life is Good was a dope album. It was a very underrated album.
Yeah, still his final album to date too. He hasn't come out with anything new, which is weird. Man, the third one. Shit, I'm stumping myself. Okay, just to wrap it up, I'm gonna say The Roots. How I Got Over. No. Either that or Game Theory. I'm gonna just say the
Game
roots.
Theory was good.
Yeah, Game Theory was really good. I'm gonna just say how I got over.
You cannot. That's too narrow. That's too challenging.
I know, but that's the beauty of it, though.
Yeah. So let us know what topics would you like to see us debate or discuss on the show.
Mm-hmm.
All right, obviously, so that will be on the social medias within a day or two.
Yep.
And then also you can, like I said, you can find us on those social media platforms via Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can watch our episodes on YouTube. Download it, listen to us on iTunes. You can give us a 5-star review and listen to us on SoundCloud as well.
Yep. And Google Play.
For you Androiders.
Yeah, Android in the house, son.
Sure.
Yeah, we represent.
Okay.
Listen, Apple ain't shit.
Exploding phones. We will always hold that over your head, by the way.
That just means our phones are the bomb. Come on, man.
Put your head down. Put your head down.
You leave me hanging.
Yep. Head down. Head down with your dad joke.
Hell yeah, son. Our phones are the bomb. But anyway, I might upgrade my Samsung Galaxy S5 at some
It's
point.
about goddamn time.
I'm just saying because like it's getting like I'm encountering some slowdown more often than not.
It's a Galaxy Note 5. Aren't they up to the 9 now?
Well, it's an S5, not a
S5.
Note. They're up to 9. I'm gonna wait till they hit the perfect 10, and then I'm upgrade. You know, symmetry 5.
You do realize like you have like you're eligible for a free upgrade.
Probably.
Definitely.
Okay. I mean,
with a free tablet, depending on who's your carrier.
T-Mobile.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe get something.
Okay, who knows?
You want to get a smartwatch while you're at it too.
Nah, I don't need that. I don't need that in my life. But yeah, thank you for checking us out on this Winging It episode.
Sure, fuck this.
But tune in next week. We got some stuff to talk about. We'll be talking about the first night.
Motherfucking 3.
Yes, the first night, so of E3 at least, Tuesday to Thursday next week. So we'll be talking a bit about that, depending on what drops. Also, the week after that, there's NXT TakeOver and Money in the Bank. So we might we'll get into that. Who knows? We might call a few guests on the show. Maybe.
Got an idea for that. We'll keep it under wraps now, but
yeah,
I have an idea for that. Also, I got an announcement.
Oh, word?
Yes. July 14th and 15th, Will Blackman will be having his football camp, and yours truly will be back DJing it.
Oh, word up, man!
So 14th will be for ages. Give me one sec. Should have had the flyer ready. I'm just not ready for shit.
No, of course not.
Your mama. Okay, so the Saturday will be free for the youth ages 7 to 14.
Right.
7 to 10 will be from 9 to 12, and then 11 to 14 will be from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Be snacks provided, hydration. It'll be at Bishop Hendricken High School in Warwick, Rhode Island. Mm-hmm. Also, Jesus Christ, I save a lot of stuff.
Yeah, man.
And then the 15th will be for high school students only. It'll be $75, mm-hmm. But it's going to be a combine camp with Will Blackman and oh my God, I forgot his first name. and a fellow quarterback from the AFL. And it's also going to be at Bishop Hendricken High School, which is 2615 Warwick Ave in Warwick, Rhode Island. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be $75 to register, and there's going to be professional and NCAA counselors there. So for those who are in high school, who are playing football, who actually want to get noticed, mm-hmm. This is the opportunity for you.
Word, man. That's what's
up. Like I said, I'll be DJing I'll be DJing all day that day too.
Right on, man. That's what's up. So yeah, be there if you're interested. And as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to our show. And as always, we will catch you on the flip. Peace out, nerds.
Later.